Hi everyone, and welcome back to Agum. My name is Hlubi and I'm an exercise science specialist and a sports conditioning trainer by profession, but I do have other passions. So as you guys know, I've already done like a brief introduction video about the menstrual cup and what it is, what it looks like, and we just had a brief look at some of the menstrual cups we have available in our country. It was more about just speaking about why I'm such a big advocate for this product, as well as in case anyone has never seen it before, never heard about it, you can have a look at it, see what it looks like. And then now I will start to go in depth about how to use the menstrual cup and some of the great benefits of the menstrual cup. So obviously this is what the cup looks like. Once again, my hair is featuring. This is what the cup looks like. So this is the small this is the small size cup, or the regular size cup, and I will be using it for most of our demonstrations throughout this video. So one of the best things about the cup, so for anyone, or for anyone, not for anyone, but for most people, their main concern when they look at the menstrual cup is how do you get it to fit inside your vagina? Like, how do I get it to get up there, stay up there, and how do I use it correctly? So through this video, I'm going to take you guys step for step. How do we get, how do we use the menstrual cup? So if you've never seen one before, the menstrual cup is actually quite soft. Please do excuse my nails, but I'm doing these videos with my nails because 90% of the time I do have nails. There will be other tutorial like videos where I will soak off my nails and then I will do how to fold the cup without a manicure. So I'm aware of that. However, the menstrual cup is actually very soft. If you've never felt it before, it's got like a rubbery texture to it, and there's different ways of folding it. So this is the C fold, so that it can fit inside the vaginal canal. This is the punch down, and this is the 7 fold. Okay, so we fold the cup because obviously our vaginal canal is quite small and is quite closed. So by folding the cup, you're just making a smaller surface area so that the cup can easily slip inside. So that's the first thing. The second thing is with the menstrual cup, you do not insert it straight. So for anyone that has used a tampon before, you'll know that you don't just poke the tampon in straight. You sort of go towards the back of your bum. So you point it to the back and then you slip it in. So it's exactly the same with the menstrual cup. So if I hold it in a fold like this, I'm not going to insert it like this or insert it straight up. You sort of go into a curved, you sort of insert it into a curved shape because our vaginal canals aren't, 90 degrees and completely straight. Now, once the cup is inside, you want to make sure that it pops open. And this is because you need to catch the menstrual flow. So one of the biggest questions I know I'm going to get is, how do you know which size cup to use? And I will also do like a completely separate video. You need to learn how to measure your cervical height. So how you measure your cervical height, you either insert these 2 fingers or 1 finger at a time while you're in the shower. And the best time to measure your cervical height is during or just before your period, because our uterus does move up and down during different points of the cycle. So you want to measure it as close as possible to your period, or when you are on your period, because your cervix would have dropped as low as possible. So you'll know more or less where your cervix sits during your time of the month or during your period. So this will also make it easier because you do not want to have a cup. If you do have a high cervix, you can use a small cup. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just the reverse of that, where you have like a really low cervix, and then if you use a bigger cup like this one, you can slip the cup past your uterus, and that will cause a leak. Okay, so now that we know how to measure our uteruses, How do we insert the cup? You fold the cup and you insert it backwards. If you feel that the cup is too dry, you can use a water-based lubricant, or you can simply use water. I like to change my menstrual cup in the shower. It's one of the easiest ways to do it, and it's really you're nice and warm, you're nice and comfortable. Let's talk about some of the positions that you can consider when you insert in your cup. My favorite position is to completely squat. So you're either going to a half squat over the toilet, or you can go into a full squat on the floor. I do a complete full-on squat on the floor, like I dip it down low. Other people prefer to put one leg up on the toilet, or one leg up on their bed, or one leg up on a chair. However, when you are putting your leg up on a chair, remember to also sort of bend down, and this will allow for your vaginal muscles to relax, allowing the menstrual cup to come in easily. The biggest trick when you're inserting your cup is to be absolutely relaxed. So I sort of struggled with this in the beginning. Even though I would get it right, it would take me quite a while because I would be like so nervous, and I would be shaking, and I'd be scared to like touch my vagina. And that, I think that causes a lot more discomfort than the cup itself. But once I became used to it, I would completely relax, bend down, or go into a squat and insert my cup, and then it was completely easy. And the next step is, now that you've inserted your cup, how do you know that the cup is full? So my best suggestion is, if you're a first-time user, wait for 4 hours. Okay, so let's say you put your cup in at 6 o'clock in the morning, you go to work, you go to school, then you take it out after 4 hours. That's about tea time, 10 o'clock. So if you have bled that much or that much, you will know in 8 hours that you would have bled twice as much. So for argument's sake, let's say you have bled 5 milliliters in 4 hours, you would know that in 8 hours your cup would be full, and that means you have quite a heavy flow. However, if you're someone with a lighter flow and in 4 hours you've barely bled up until, you know, this first ridge over there, then you know that in the next 8 hours you'll only be at 5 milliliters, and that means you have another maybe 4 hours to spare. And that means you can keep your cup in for up to more than 8 hours. I keep mine personally in for 12 hours, and that's because I'm not a heavy bleeder. And the small cup is a good one for me. Now, speaking of sizes, let's go back to sizing. So I know that most menstrual cup companies say that you need to have, you need to have had a child or a full-term pregnancy. If you have had a child, or if you've had a full-term pregnancy, that you would use the bigger cup. And this is because sometimes during pregnancy your pelvic floor muscles can be compromised, and I completely understand that, but this is not true for everyone. And if your pelvic floor muscles have been compromised, it would be better for you to use a bigger cup, because this will be a lot more accommodating for your womb, and it will be a lot you will have less chances of a smaller cup like this slipping out. So your vaginal walls will be able to keep this cup inside, and with the suction created, you won't have anything to worry about. However, with this cup, there is a bigger chance that it might slip out because your pelvic floor has been compromised. Looking at the last thing, so if you are in a bathroom stall and you need to change your menstrual cup, or you need to empty it out, what I normally do is I carry wipes with me. So wipes really help. Another thing that really helps is toilet paper, or if the toilet stall that you're in, like if you're at home, you have a sink, rinse it out in the sinks after you've poured out the blood in the toilet, flush it out, rinse your cup, and then you can reinsert it. I will do smaller clips where I just cover the use of the cup. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's just a little bit more of a follow-up, and more specifically on how to use the cup. And for anyone else that feels that they need a lot more details, please do carry on watching. I will upload the next video straight after this one. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys inside and out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.